All right, what's going on, all my new, current, and future rideshare drivers and passengers out there? Welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing? The big question of the day is, who owns a piece of Lyft now? Now, I was reading on the New York Times and stuff, which I'm sure everybody can check up for themselves. Owning a piece of the gig economy became a reality for millions today. Lyft began trading on the public markets. We know it was all a big thing. Remember yesterday we went over it where we're saying they were going to be starting at 72 or 80. Well, guess what? They ended up coming up at $87.24. That was pretty crazy. You know what I mean? Good for them. Yay, right? And everyone was like, oh, it's doing so good. It's doing so good. Jumped up like 20%, and then it dropped back down. By the end of the day, it was at, what, 78.29? Which still, you know, surprisingly, you know, that's not too bad. It's about what they actually expected. But I want to know, who owns a piece? Come on out there. I know you want to, you want to own something. What's going on, Andrew? It's Friday. Oh, good times, good times. Lyft's now public. Hopefully now, maybe, I don't know. This could be a positive thing. Things might, you know, start shipping up with both of them. I don't know. But I want to know who bought some shares out there. That's what I really want to know. I know I sure as hell didn't, because 72 was hard enough. No, it was supposed to start at 72. And then it said it started at 87 today. The first day of trading after opening at $87.24. Bam. They started at 87 bucks today. Oh, but now they ended up about where we said. Now, personally, for me, like I said, I'm not buying in that high. That's just insane. But I was kind of curious of some of the things they were saying in here. It says, yep, they finished it today at $78.29. Those risk jitters threw some investors on Friday, with Lyft shares falling after opening strongly. The stock dipped to roughly 80 bucks before declining to 78. But I want to know who bought some. I know somebody out there bought some. I know some people probably bought some before it became live, especially the Lyft drivers that actually got those bonuses back and had the ability to buy it beforehand. But I want to know who bought some. Now, I'm sure there's a bunch of different things out there, what everything was saying. But there's something right here. It says, when ride-hailing companies like Uber and Lyft began growing this decade, they hawked their kind of work, where drivers and freelancers who drive only when they want to is providing flexibility. But with drivers ineligible to receive employee benefits like healthcare, the businesses have since prompted lawsuits and labor protests. Yes, they have. And from my understanding, more protests will come. And now that it's public, I don't know. You might be able to get something done. This could be interesting out there, guys. And especially if you really thought about it, if like tons and tons of drivers bought Lyft, I wonder if that means, you know, technically we own them then. But I knew it was going to be a big hype. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like this fact. I did see something here that they were talking about. Lyft pitched itself to an institutional investor as a mission-driven company focused on reshaping the transportation industry. It emphasized its do-gooder stance on encouraging carpooling and reducing the environmental impacts of individual car ownership. Investors' most frequently questions during the roadshow was the company would like in 5 years. We don't know what the heck's going to happen in 5 years. But I know they were talking about, here we go. What is this? Mr. Zimmer, 34, used the IPO to announce a program called Lyft City Works. What the hell is Lyft City Works? It said this program will donate $50 million to transport initiatives in cities where it operates. So they want to keep expanding Lyft, which, you know, obviously they want to make it everywhere. Now, what I want to know is maybe eventually if they're going to throw that back some at the drivers, you know, try to keep us engaged and wanting to keep doing these gigs. Because from my understanding, the strikes are just going to keep coming. And they have to. That's the only way we're going to stay in the limelight and have people take a look at these things is if people keep doing this. They're going to have to keep, their stance on striking strong. And if Lyft opened up this big with this much money, I mean, they only went down like, what, $9 for the end of the day. That's technically not really that bad. I'm assuming Uber is probably going to open up at over $100 a share because Uber is supposed to be way, way bigger. But yeah, I mean, personally, like I said, for me, I don't get into all the stocks and everything, and sure as hell ain't gonna buy Lyft. At least not yet. Maybe when it goes down. What's going on? What's going on, Rideshare Hub? Tony Tone, Kevin, Matthew, backseat driver. Backseat driver said should have shorted it. You late. Nope, I bought some crypto. What's going on, Andrew? I think I might do $150 to $200. I might invest, but wait till it goes down more. See, that's what I would think. Rideshare troll. You changed your name, man? Now it's public. People need to step up and start raising hell about driver treatment. See, that I can agree with and definitely get behind. And I know everybody's out there. Like I said, I think there's some more strikes in the works. Until I know for sure, don't want to say anything beforehand in case it fizzles out, because right now is the time for people to strike. They need to put the Smack-o-vich on Lyft as soon as they can. They have to keep it going close on Lyft and Uber. That's the only way. Do riders fart in your car? Yep, and you roll the window down and spray some Ozium later, guys. Yeah, I know, right? Yep. Maybe if I buy enough shares, I can buy my way back in, right? But yeah, I was curious if anybody was out there. I know it's still early and stuff, but it's my kid's birthday weekend, so I think we're going to be going out later. I might not have a chance to do this later, so I figured I'd do it now, see what's up. The per miles still suck. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. What's going on, Wild? I appreciate that. Make sure you guys thumbs up. Come on now, 29 watching. I got 29 watching, only 8 thumbs up. Man. But yeah, hopefully, if drivers out there keep things going and keep these protests actually heading in the right direction, you never know what could happen, guys. You never know. Every day is a new day. You just never know. Rideshare Hub bought 13 shares at what? At $78 a share? Man. Kevin, you crazy, man. Thanks, Tony Tone. I appreciate that, man. Matthew's headed to Disney World. All right. You must have bought some stock, right? Made the millions heading to Disney World. What's going on, Felix? But yeah, these are going to be interesting. Did you see Rideshare Professor bought 10K worth? What? No, I didn't see that. Oh, man. I wouldn't. Like I said, I don't really do stocks and everything, so you can't really take what I say about stocks. You know what I'm saying? But you never buy anything when it first comes out. I mean, that's the number one rule. You always want to wait till things go down, man. Always got to wait. Buy a Lyft stock and you will become a millionaire. If it hits $200 in a month, Smack-o-vich. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm saying. I mean, people want to go buy it. Go buy it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me stop you. I just know my preference. I ain't buying it when it's this high. And as you can see, it opened up today at 87. It dropped down to 78, which, is still within reason. It's only day one, but you never know. Tony said the professor might activate me back. If he owns enough shares, I guess I'll be able to get back in there, right? Slappy Sam, I bought Netflix on the IPO price of 15 and it went down to 5. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I mean, it's all it is it's just legalized gambling. That's all it really is. 610K subs? What you talking about? Backseat? Raid. Dustin, ask him. I take my bonus, I buy something that's worth something. I hear that, man. You should buy some like Peterson didn't. Peterson bought some stock too? Man, all the YouTubers out there buying stock. Hey, you know what, though? More power to them if that's what they want. I'll either be The stupid guy that didn't jump in, or the one holding the Smack-o-vich like, haha, I told you. I told you to wait. Man, so if Rideshare Professor bought 10K worth, technically he can't get deactivated, right? I mean, you own a part of company and have a say-so, right? I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I don't know how that really will go. But yeah, I think drivers, even with this being live right now when you do the strikes, you might be able to affect the stock market on how people are seeing these companies. The only way we're going to get treated better is if the people actually know that there's a problem. That's it. And that's right, Rideshare Hub, 10K isn't much of a $70 billion company. And that's true. I picked up the Gamer Havoc from the PAX convention. Nick said, Uber screwing me, stopped my account because they think my license is suspended when it's not. And I've proved it with a copy of my driving record, but it's almost 3 months and I've been put on hold. Dang, man, I would go to a hub. You better go to a hub with your proof. That'll be your best shot right there, man. Supposedly they're still looking to it, but I'm driving for Lyft and Postmates. Uber is so stupid. I hear you though, man. Did you buy some Lyft there, Nick? I'm surprised. I don't know. I'm just shocked that a lot of people were buying it as high as it was. And when it first popped out, I'm sure everyone saw that thing Lyft put out. They were like, you know, 2, 1, and then they let it all go, and it was going up, it was going up, it was going up. And then it just went, boom. They were like, gotcha. I don't like pets in my Uber. I was unhappy, sat in the front seat. A lot of people don't. Lyft's ticker is really an odd one. I know, right? But I want to know, though. So we got a couple people that bought some. I'm surprised that a lot of people were buying on the opening day. But now that this company's, you know, it's projected that it's worth so much more than it really was, does that mean it's going to trickle back down to the drivers or no? That's like what I'm curious of. When Uber comes out, Lyft will go down in price. Yeah, you're right, Eddie. I can agree with that, man. I really think that's going to happen. That might be the time to jump on Lyft. Stock market is too sketchy. It's bound to pull back 10-year bull run. That's true. I mean, for all we know, Monday, it could open back up and that thing could be $150. Felix said, I'll wait for Postmates stock. I hear that, man. Anthony said he bought 10 shares. What'd you buy your shares at? What price, Anthony? Matthew said they're losing billions, so why you want to invest in a company not turning a profit? I mean, the whole thing on Shark Tank is if these companies are making profits, they don't invest. I agree. I agree. And from my understanding, though, people are still putting into these companies for the simple fact of they're going on growth. So they know there's still a whole lot of growth to go out there. So they think if they keep expanding and spending extra money, you know, in the long run, eventually you're going to turn a profit. Whether that's going to work or like that or not, I don't know. Full price. What was the full price, Anthony, at 10? You bought it at 87 bucks today? Yeah, I hear that, Eddie. That's what I was telling people too. But I guess at the same time, you know, we can't really tell people what to do. But I would always, a kindly suggestion is to wait. It was up to 88 at one point. Yeah. I gotta make sure I show that one, Troy. YouTubers that bought stock are traders. They can't come on here and bitch and then invest off the driver's back. Screw them. Well, I don't want to talk bad about my fellow Uber tubers or anything, but I see your point, okay? I see your point. But you never know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they got to buy in to have a voice. I don't know. I think like $35. Dang. Yeah, it went up and then it dropped. Yeah, I think 23 sounds about right. You go ahead there, Roy. But yeah, I know they've already down like $9 today, which, you know, it technically isn't too bad. And it could go up. It could, but I really expect it to go down. Because like I said, I expect when Uber comes out, if Lyft was valued at such a high number, at, you know, 88 bucks or whatever, then Uber's definitely going to be priced over $100. Easy, easy. And then, of course, Lyft's going to go down on that one. So that might be a time to buy in, and that might be, like we said, like we all said, if it gets down low enough, it'll be all right. If you are a shareholder, you can attend the annual stockholders meeting. That's right, Raul. Tell them, man. Dustin, you saw the other YouTuber's video calling other drivers a bum because they can't make what he's making? No, I haven't watched anybody else's stuff today, really. I made like 2 videos. I made that gas app video, which I don't know if anybody saw my gas app video. Yeah. Save in all my referrals, cash them in, made $500 on $95 just filling up my tank. Just getting some gas. I made like over $400. It was awesome. Those gas apps, awesome. Links in the description below. Anybody want to try it out? They sold $44 million worth of stock today, according to Robinhood. Man, that's a lot of stock. That's a lot. Like I said, I mean, I'm surprised people are buying it so high. But, yeah. I hope any YouTuber that bought loses their ass when laughing when they come here complaining. I don't know, man. Like I said, it could go up. Like I said, I could be the joke. I could be the one that missed out and didn't buy in. But that's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm a gambling man. And like I said, well, I might not play in the stock market. I mean, common sense. You just don't buy it when it comes out. And of course, with all these strikes that need to keep happening and keep happening, I'm sure that's got to affect the stock market. It's going to have to. And just think, you know how much Uber and Lyft would be worth if all the drivers stopped driving? It'd be worth that because they're not making any money then. But of course, we already know that's never going to be happening. All drivers won't turn it off at once. And that's just life. That's just how it is. Hey, Dustin, been working videos to inform riders. That's what's up, Vegas. Drivers need a union, like a platform, to form a united front against these, to make proper demands. Yeah, but I don't even think it's legal for us to make unions. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't want to be, you don't want to trade one dictatorship for another. So that's why things will never be agreed upon. It's just going to be a roundabout circle. Smack-o-viches are just going to fly pink and black everywhere. That's just how it's going to happen. I picked up a girl last night and she was complaining about Uber being unreliable. Did she realize, did you tell her you drove for Uber too? I guess the changes have hurt them around here. Lyft seems to be making ground. Well, that's what's up. From my understanding too, I guess there was like a Lyft protest the same day there was an Uber protest, but the Lyft protest didn't get as much publicity as the Uber one did, surprisingly. Buy Lyft and demand they start paying dividends. That is funny. But no, I didn't know these people bought a bunch. That's why I wanted to come live and see what's going on and see who bought. Who bought at that high price? You know what I'm saying? Last I recall, us being drivers, we're not making a whole lot unless you're hustling it really hard. So, did you really have that extra money to throw on them? You could form a collective negotiated driver alliance. Like I said, I mean, I couldn't start any of those stuff because I can't bring it to me to tell other people what to do. All I do is give people the information and they do with what they want. I'll help support, I'll help spread the word and get the messages out there, but I can't be the face of the revolution right there. I can't do all that. Because, not like people really listen to us anyway. It's hard enough to get people to watch our videos. And, even all of us YouTubers, if we all put the same videos out there and stuff, we'd only reach like not even a tenth of people that drive. Hell, probably not even like 5%. Lyft needs a Smack-o-vich. Yes, they do. Anthony, it's $87. Yep, that's what they started as. Which is pretty high, and that's pretty good for them. Congrats for them, all those people that owned it and everything made some good money being valued that high. And then, of course, all the people that bought at that high have now lost a little bit. But, you know how it goes. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. and it'll keep continuing. But now I'm curious now. Now I'm going to have to go see these other videos and stuff for the people that bought it. Because I didn't know the YouTubers bought it and stuff. I used Uber money to pay for it. That's what's up right there. If I buy Lyft stocks, I'll have to run my vehicle on water for the next month. I can't afford that. That's funny. But on a serious note, though, drivers just need to keep doing what they're doing. Stay in the spotlight. We need to have these media outlets knowing what's going on. Because if the people know that there's an issue, that's when things could change. And if drivers actually stay, sticking together and everything else, there's never know what we could accomplish. What happened to the rumor that Lyft was going to share some stocks with drivers? That's a good question, right? I think since they gave them the cash bonuses, they gave them options to buy into the stock early, I think. That was about it. What's going on, Travel with Aaron? Oh, we're just talking about who bought in and whatnot. It started at 87, ended at 78. Gas here in Cali keeps on going up, but rates are still the same. So depressing. I feel you, Felix, man. I feel you. That's why I got that gas app. But my gas app's not in California yet, so I'm sorry about that. But it is an awesome gas app. I might buy a couple of Lyft stocks on Monday. Yeah, see, Monday, I think by the end of next week, we'd actually get more of an idea of where they're at. But that's all that stock is. It's just gambling. You could buy in and it could be worth way more or it could be worth way less. It's just, are you willing to risk that money on this company? That's really what it comes down to. And especially, I think if people keep striking and getting the word out, I think that's going to put more pressure and it could affect the stock market on how people think they want to keep buying and everything. But you know how it is. It's just all politics out there. And I try to stay away from the politics. See, that's what I'm saying, Aaron. See, I don't do any of that, so I don't really know. I just know when I see that number and they'd say $87, I'm like, I wouldn't spend $87 on a share. No. If all drivers buy one stock, there may be a way to majority of stockholders. Then drivers would control the company. That would be awesome, right? Let's turn off Uber and Lyft app in the next 5 minutes. I'm not going to be on today, so there you go. I'm still striking. I think every week, though, like Mondays or Fridays. Well, Fridays is a really good day that would actually hurt them. But I know Mondays, if nobody drove at all Mondays, just Smack-o-vich Mondays, not drive at all, that could slowly affect them. And then slowly add it to 2 days. But it's just getting people to collectively work together for a similar purpose is just so hard to do. And that's just the truth of the matter. Nope, they have 51%. I know, Chicago. Yeah, they make sure they keep 51% so they control the majority stock holdings. On one hand, I want drivers to stick together, but on the other hand, I might get greedy and go chase surge. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. I invested, but I don't expect anything back. It's like going to Vegas when I gamble. I don't expect anything. That's true, man. When you leave, when you head out there with $500 or something, that's what you're gambling with. You don't expect to really come back with it, but you hope you come back with more. That's pretty much all investing is. We should get a copy of Lyft's offering memorandum. Can't say that word. It will discuss management strategy. Ha, that would be nice. David said, hey, I'm on for Monday, that we could have Tuesday so we could have driverless Uber and driverless Lyft day. Oh, there you go, man. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We're going to start a thing. I think I'm going to make the next video I will do is Smack-o-vich Mondays. We will just not do it anymore. No more Uber and Lyft on Monday, which I don't do anyway. So that's just up to you guys to follow suit then. Yeah, I believe so, Raul. I closed it all down, so I don't really know. But that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'll do, guys. My next video will be no driving Mondays. Smack-o-vich Mondays, guys. Smack-o-vich Mondays. But all right, guys, let's go ahead and end this. Wife's on the way home. About to take kids to the movies. See the new Dumbo movie. But it's just good to know who bought the stock, who owns Lyft. And now I have to check out these other videos, what people are saying. Bought $10,000 worth of stock. Man, it's got to be nice to have money to burn. But all right, guys, let's go ahead and end this. Thank you all for watching. You guys are all awesome. Make sure you guys thumbs up the video. Whether you like the, the title of it or all that, it doesn't matter. But we always have a good time here. We keep it real. And yes, no Uber Monday. I'm down with that. No Uber Lyft Monday. All right, guys, check the description below for extra information and tips. Got that gas app down there. Check it out. You might like it. Just keep doing your thing, guys. Get your money. Go Birds. Thank you, Jennifer. Don't take crap from anybody. Drive smarter, not harder. Invest at your own discretion. Until next time, you guys stay safe. And, yeah, Uber on. Peace out.